Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Harriet's Journey of Hope, a tale of friendship and discovery. A special bedtime story for Harriet. Once upon a time, in a small town far, far away, there lived a brave and curious little girl named Harriet. She had big, bright eyes that were filled with wonder and a heart full of kindness. Harriet loved to explore and discover new things, but little did she know that her biggest adventure was about to begin. One sunny morning, Harriet's mother called her into the living room. She had a serious look on her face, and Harriet knew something important was about to happen. "Harriet," her mother said gently, "we need to talk." Harriet sat down beside her mother, her heart beating fast. Her mother explained that they had to leave their beloved hometown and move to a place called Cincinnati, in the United States. Harriet's eyes widened with surprise. She had never been to the United States before, and the thought of leaving her home and her friends was both exciting and scary. As the days went by, Harriet and her mother packed their belongings and said goodbye to their friends and family. The day of their departure finally arrived, and Harriet stood at the airport with tears in her eyes. She held tightly onto her mother's hand as they boarded the plane. The flight was long and filled with excitement. Harriet watched as the world outside her window changed from green fields to towering buildings. When they landed in Cincinnati, Harriet felt a mix of nervousness and anticipation. Everything was so different from what she was used to. At first, Harriet found it hard to adjust to her new life. The streets were bustling with people, and the buildings seemed to touch the sky. The American movies she had always loved hadn't quite prepared her for the reality of starting school in a new country. Harriet noticed that she was labeled as Middle Eastern, a term she had never heard before. But amidst the challenges, Harriet discovered unexpected surprises. She made new friends who were kind and welcoming. They showed her around the school and helped her feel at home. Harriet's favorite part of the day was when she joined the school's musical. She loved singing and dancing, and the musical became her sanctuary. As the days turned into weeks, Harriet began to feel more and more comfortable in her new surroundings. She realized that America could also be a place where she could be seen for who she really was. Her new friends embraced her with open arms, and together, they created beautiful melodies and harmonies that filled the school auditorium. One day, as the school musical was nearing its big performance, Harriet faced a moment of doubt. She worried that she wasn't good enough, that she wouldn't be able to shine on stage. But her friends reminded her of her talent and encouraged her to believe in herself. On the night of the performance, Harriet stepped onto the stage with her heart pounding. As the lights dimmed and the music began, she felt a surge of confidence. She sang her heart out, her voice soaring through the air, and danced with joy. The audience erupted in applause, and Harriet knew she had found her place. In that moment, Harriet realized that she had journeyed far from her home, not just in distance, but also in her own self-discovery. She had learned to embrace her unique identity, to find strength in her differences, and to follow her dreams. And so, dear Harriet, as you lay in bed tonight, remember the story of a brave little girl who faced challenges with courage and found her place in a new world. Just like Harriet, may you always have the strength to be true to yourself and find hope, love, and friendship wherever life takes you. Good night, dear Harriet. May your dreams be filled with endless adventures and the joy of discovering who you truly are.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.